God. You know, it's so important to us that I always listen what the Holy Spirit says. The Holy Spirit is the teacher. The Holy Spirit is the guide, isn't it? You missed that.
Praise you, Jesus.
When Jesus, he was talking about over in John 11:25, I am the resurrection and the life. That's our call, that's our mission, that's our belief to rise and live. All the secrets to life exist within the book, regardless how it's translated. You know what? I'm going to shoot from the hip, like I always do. You know, love is so important. You know, love has hands, love has ears, love has eyes, love has feet. Love is a person, love is Christ.
Yes, indeed.
You see?
Yes.
And if we follow Christ, we're going to go out of our way to love.
That's for sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's real easy to love someone you already like. Love someone you dislike. That's Christ-like. So that's why it's so important that we take on the mind of Christ. We don't take on our own mind because our own mind is so flawed. Our own mind is so messed up. Our own mind is selfish. But Christ is selfless. See? He gives us himself. You know? That's why he died for us.
Thank you, Lord. Amen.
You know? We have to go out of our way as believers. We do have to go out of our way as believers. We have to be all right with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
See? Because there's a lot of things, you know, God can guide, God can direct when we're uncomfortable. You know? We live in a society that doesn't want to be uncomfortable. We live in a society that wants everything given. Yeah. We live over here in a society that we're all right as long as we don't have to go out our ways to bless nobody. We live over here in a society we're all right as long as we don't have to get our hands dirty. This is a moment that's teachable. You know, it's just like he's a doctor. He knows just like, what's the use of passing the patient on to the doctor if he bleeds to death? Someone has to stop the bleed. Yeah. Sometimes God has called us to stop the bleed. Sometimes God has called us to get our hands dirty. It's all right to get your hands dirty. It's all right to get your hands bloody. Then we pass them on. We cannot save nobody. Only God saves. Only Jesus saves. But as long as God allows us to play a little small part in helping to transform somebody's life. That's what we're thankful. That's what we're grateful. That's what it's about. It's never about us. Yes. It's always about someone else. A lot of times we go through things. A lot of times we go through issues. A lot of times we go through situations. It's for someone else. It's never for us. It's for someone else. Yeah. So we can give a testimony. So we can reach back and grab them and help them up.
Yes.
You know, and help them to stand.
Yes.
That's so important that we take on the mind of Christ. The only time some people are going to see the Jesus, are going to see the Jesus in you, and you. That's the only Jesus people are going to see. What is it going to be, a mean Jesus? What is it going to be, a loving Jesus? You know? There's a lot of people that's not going to come to church. There's a lot of people that never step in foot in church. So that's why when we present the gospel, let's make it beautiful.
That's right. So
even though it's bloody, let's still make it beautiful. Because God says that he be lifted up. He draws all people from every walks of life.
Yes.
You know, none of us are clean.
Thank you, Jesus.
But when Christ comes in, you'll never be the same again.
Yes.
You know, he doesn't put together what is broken. He makes us new.
Yes.
He makes us absolutely new. To look like him, to act like him, to talk like him, to walk like him.
yes.
Come on, somebody, let's keep moving forward in Christ.
Amen.